Good morning. It is a nice, chilly, sunny morning here in the homestead. I'm pretty excited. I'm supposed to be getting a delivery today that I've been waiting over a year for. So once that shows up, that's going to be awesome. Should be getting that this afternoon. It's a beautiful morning out here in the homestead. Azalea's getting milked. I'm going to feed the chickens. And then we're going to be back working on the barn. We're getting close to having that done. And I can't wait to get the animals in there and start using it and be more organized. It's gonna be a good day. Would you just look at that sunrise? It means plenty of free power today. All right, so while we wait for the special delivery today, we're gonna continue working on the bench. I got my level out. We need to level the bench this way and this way. So first I want to jack up the front. The front is not level. So I put some T-nuts in the bottom with a 5/16 bolt. So we'll just loosen the bolt up and jack this up. And we'll go around every leg, do that, and then we'll see if we're level this way after. All right, so I gotta pick it up for a second. I gotta lift the front of it up a little bit so I can get my wrench under it. The space right now isn't thick enough for my wrench to fit. So let's use our airbag and see if we can get it up just a whisker.
Did it work?
I had enough room to get my wrench under. Now we just gotta see. Is it level?
No.
What do I need to do?
Let's see. Front needs to come up just a whisker.
Still needs to come up some?
Yeah. Almost. Getting closer.
More?
Yeah. Oh, good.
All right, that one's good right there. Let's check the center because we have another leg in the center we can adjust. That one's good right there. So there must just be a low spot on that concrete slab. That is like right on the money. That's perfect. So we just had to adjust that one. I like it. So let me secure it to the wall so we don't got to worry about it moving. I'm gonna anchor it on the back right into one of the purlins, or the girts, I should say. One. That wind is pretty strong. I'll have to finish getting those doors hooked down. But we need some nice weather to do that. We haven't had it yet. All right, that ain't going anywhere. We're just gonna figure out what we wanna do afterwards. Like, I don't wanna say a backsplash, but a lip. So if we have something go back here, it doesn't roll down and behind. All right, I wanna see if this piece is wide enough or if I wanna cut my own or rip my own and make it go a little wider.
I think it looks fine.
Yeah, that'll be perfect. We just get a length, we can cut it to length. All right, so 1/10 and an 1/8.
Are you going all the way up?
Yeah, we're gonna go all the way up. Let me get my side done first, and then we'll make sure your side is good.
looks nice.
Oh, cleans it up, dresses it up.
I can't see.
You can't see.
There we go. That's good.
I gotta notch this 2x4 a little bit. The back of this basket is hitting this 2x4, so it doesn't let it slide in enough. I'll have to do the same thing on both sides. Just need a pry bar. Perfect. I put this 2x4 on there so I'd have a better area to screw to for my back, and it bit me in the butt. Let's check this side before I do it on the other side. Perfect. All right, so I want to mark 4.5 from the bottom. Start from this side, work our way over. Bam. Like this. We have a couple of announcements to make. We have a new fresh batch of coffee going live today, February 27th at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, and we are coming out with a new light roast. You guys love your light roast, so do we, so we're coming out with a limited release special light roast called I Like It, because I like it and I think you're gonna like it too. So it's gonna be a limited release. We're only gonna be coming out with it once, so if you guys wanna try it, click the link down below at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. We're not going to be having our normal Homestead Sunrise. That is the usual light roast. We came up with the new one this time. We also aren't going to be having any cold brew, but we are going to have our In the Woods dark roast. And if you need a cup of coffee in the afternoon, you don't want the caffeine, we also have our campfire decaf. And the campfire decaf is my favorite at night with a dessert. So if you like me, you like to eat dessert at night or a nice pie, you want to have some campfire decaf to go with it.
Or maybe you can't drink coffee because of caffeine. The decaf is really good.
Yep. I love coffee and I just love the taste of it, so to be able to drink it whenever I want, I like having the campfire decaf on hand, because if it's later in the afternoon but I still want a cup of coffee, that is my go-to. And I go to that quite a bit just because I love the taste of coffee. I know a lot of you guys do too. So if you guys want to get some coffee, it's today, February 27th at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. If you go on our website before then, it's going to show sold out, just because that's the way we have to do it. And then we restock it at 3 p.m. and then it'll show everything in stock.
So if you're interested in a light roast, a dark roast, or a decaf, you're going to want to go to our website while supplies last.
And we aren't going to be doing the coffee for another few more weeks because we have something else that we're going to be going to, so we can't be doing it. We'll let you guys know shortly what that is going to be, because you probably might want to come. We had a fun time last year, so if you guys were there last year, you know what we're talking about. So today, 3 p.m. Eastern time, get yourself some coffee if you want some. And now, let's get back to the build. All right, so now we gotta figure out how wide of a strip we want for here.
Looks so good.
You like it?
Yep.
We also gotta think of how we want to antique this and finish it, because we need to finish it, but it's too cold to finish it right now. But we also want it to look kinda old, and then that way, when everything's not lined up perfectly, it won't be off as much. And all this stuff is not gonna be perfectly lined up because you're working with a concrete floor that's not perfectly flat. So I'm not gonna worry about trying to get everything in alignment perfectly, because every time you open and close it, it's gonna throw it off.
You can shishiki bone it.
We can, but we'd have to burn it in place.
Oh, I don't really want to burn it in place.
Yeah, we might do something different than that then.
Let me pull this drawer, I'll pull one drawer out so I can work from one side.
Is that good?
That's perfect. Perfect. So now I just need to finish sanding these door fronts, the front, the sides, and then we can get our handles put on. I did pick up some draw pulls that I like, but we got to get these draw fronts sanded, door fronts, whatever you want to call them. I couldn't get them sanded the other day because I didn't have any 180 grit sandpaper, and I do now. And then I get the sides, and then that part will be done. And hopefully soon I'll be getting the phone call and we can go pick up the delivery. I'm gonna meet the delivery guys out in town. Just makes it easier this time of the year with snow and everything. I just meet them out at like Lowe's or Home Depot. I'll find out where they want to meet this time. Go meet them, they'll load it in the back of my truck, and then we can bring it back. I'm excited for this. I've been waiting, I think it's been at least a year that this whole conversation got started. I'll have to look at my phone later, see if I can figure it out, but yeah, I'm pumped. So let's get this sanded, get this part done, and leave it in the comments down below and let us know how we should finish this, because we can't do anything until it warms up out here. So it's got to be above freezing overnight. All right, we got the phone call. It's time to go pick up. I almost said what it was. I can't share that with you yet. Let's go pick it up. I can't wait to get it. Then we can get it unboxed, uncrated. I don't know how it's coming. Let's go find out. All right, I got a little overexcited and I got here early. So now I gotta wait for the delivery truck, but I'm excited for this. What can I say? It's like a kidding Christmas. Been waiting a while for this. We've been lining this up for a while. This is gonna be one of the first ones in the US. That better not go anywhere. If you know what that says, let me know. It's a different language. I know what language, but I can't read it. So hopefully that holds, and let's head back to the homestead. It's kind of a little bit of a different package. All right, let's get this offloaded. We'll get it in the workshop. I'm pretty sure I gotta change the plug style over. let's get the �ＴYM fired up. We'll let it run for a few minutes while we get that unstrapped. All right, she fired right up. Let's get this unstrapped and I'll put this in the other bay of the workshop. Any guesses what it is? Kind of goes along with the walk-in cooler-ish. Like they can work in conjunction with each other. Let's put it that way. All right, let's get this opened up and see what we got. That is so satisfying. This thing's been in a Connex container. It's been on a barge. It's traveled a long way to get here. I can't wait. Ooh, yeah. Now I gotta be careful not to cut through and damage anything. Any guesses yet what it is? I'll reveal a little bit more up here. See if we can figure it out. A little closer. What do you think? What do you think? Any guesses yet? Any guesses now what it is? This is a smoker from Drevos International. This comes from Romania. They put our logo on it. Power heat, convection fan, compressor, smoke. We have our little indicators. We need to figure out how this works. We gotta put a few things on it because I'm not seeing the smoke chamber. Since this does come from overseas, I gotta change the plug out. It's got a European style plug. So that needs to get switched out to an American style plug. I picked up one of those. But man, am I excited to get this. Let's get the door open, see what it looks like, and then we'll finish taking it off. Bam. Nice stainless steel. Everything in here is stainless. They sent us some beech chips. All right, so I believe this right here is the smoke chamber. To open that up, put that on the side over here after. I'm gonna say these are stainless steel hooks for hanging. That is a metal grate. We got our stainless steel tubes. We got places to hang them in here, and then we can hang our hooks off of them and lay stuff over them. And I bet you that's what those trays are for. They sit on top of these. And then we got one more bag of beech. We got to drain our fan. That's going to open up and let out, control more of it. I am super impressed with the quality of this. Handmade, got some nice latches. The inside's all stainless, which is awesome. It's got the drain in the bottom. Let me figure out how to get this off the pallets, and then we can kind of see it more, go over it more, get the smoke chamber hooked up. All right, now this thing is on casters, so I can easily move it around. I like that. Bam. So nice. We got our chimney up here. Okay, we can figure out how much smoke we want to let in and out. I like that. All right, let's open up the smoke chamber. This thing is made super nice. All right, so the base of the smoke chamber is gonna come here. Then we got our smoke chamber. This is gonna go in the bottom like so. Okay, and we'll tighten up our nut. All right, so that's the cover for the smoke chamber. So our wood chips will go in here. We got a little peephole on the side here to light it. That's gonna let oxygen in. It's gonna suck it in to the chamber. All right, let's change our plug end over. So instead of using an adapter, I figured I would just switch this over to an American style plug. The wiring colors are different too in Europe. So blue is neutral, brown is load, and yellow or green is ground. All right, I got the smoker plugged in. I just want to turn it on and mess with it for a little bit before we put it outside. We should get it outside before we do any smoking with it, but we can turn it on because this is an electric smoker, so it'll heat. It has an electric heating element to heat it up, so we'll be on. Turns the machine on. And then we have heat, and then that turns the heating element on, and then we have a convection fan like a normal oven would have, so we want to turn that on. Maximum temperature, right now this is only in Celsius, so maximum temperature is 120 degrees Celsius, which would be like around 248 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's see how low it goes. We can get it down to 0 degrees Celsius. So that is good. You have your convection fan right there and your heating element behind it. Everything's covered in stainless steel, which is really nice, easy for cleaning the cabinet. And then back here, we have that other fan on, and you can open this up. So if you want to use this for a dehydrator, you could, but the only time you want to use that fan is when you want to dehydrate something or dry your meat. But for now, we will close that, and we'll shut that fan off right there. So now we have heat going, all stainless, which I'm really excited about. This will be easy cleaning. The door is stainless, it's nice and thick, so it's insulated. It's supposed to be very energy efficient and keep the heat in. In the bottom here, the stainless steel is crimped down to a drain. So this is when you're smoking and you got all your juices, it'll go down below. And then you have your drain down here. I'm gonna put some hose on it so it'll drain the juices further out, not just below, or you can put a tray to catch anything. Well, we'll do a hose, get it out, and then we can trap everything there. Have our vent for our convection oven, our vent for our fan, and then we have our chimney. I took out the stop, but there's also that, which I don't want in, so we'll set this right here. So on this side, we have our smoke generator. Down here, this is to catch any liquids, like from the smoke. That'll be down here, and you can take your jar on and off. Put a new jar on, or you can just clean the old one. I don't know if you saw it when I was putting this in, but there is an ashtray. The feet go down, and the ashtray sits up to give it more airflow. When you want to empty that, we just got to take the chamber back off with this nice little thumb screw. And then I got to undo this. This is to run the compressor. So the compressor is what controls the smoke going into the chamber. I have not found any smokers like this on the market. So I am excited to get this one here. So this is our compressor tube. So it's gonna run into our smoke chamber in here, slides in like that. And then this is controlled by our compressor right here. Ooh, that feels so nice. I can feel the heat coming out of there. Woo-wee. That's gonna heat the workshop for a minute. Warm my hands up, it's cold in here. This switch is to turn our compressor on. The compressor runs this tube, which goes into the smoker, which drives the smoker from the smoke chamber inside. And then when we're going to start our chips, we want to have it all the way up on high. And then once your fire's going, you got your smoke going, you can control how much smoke you want going in from low to high. But in order to start your fire, you got to do it from high. So let's get this rolled outside and get our first fire going. We'll let this run. Actually, I got to finish putting the inside stuff in. Sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm excited to get this going. We got to do like its first burn and just let it smoke for about 2 hours just to clean everything out. We have our poles, our trays, and our hooks. So let's get those opened up and shut the compressor off. I just want to leave this heating up to see how it does. So right now it's 53 degrees Celsius in there. So it's 122 degrees Fahrenheit in there right now. So that's pretty warm. It took about 10 minutes to get to that temp. I'm impressed with that. It uses a 110 volt outlet, 15 amp. So let's leave this going. We're gonna open up everything and we'll get everything else put inside. All right, so we have our rods. These are not stainless, these are a chrome. So let's get these open, we'll get these installed, then we can get our hooks in and get our trays in. Then we'll roll it outside, fire it up, the smoke part of it. We'll let it run for a while. I saved some of the pork bellies from the pigs we did this year. They did not get cured or smoked. Bam. Those fit in there, nice. They're a good tight fit. I like that. All right, we got 2 trays for smoking and dehydrating. Wood frame, it looks like maple. And then we got a stainless steel screen. The stainless steel actually looks really cool. It also comes with 3 really nice sets of stainless steel hooks. They're blunt on one end, and then on that end they are sharp, and that's for hanging stuff. And yeah, don't stab yourself because you'll feel it. Power outlet right outside the door. All right. This is a really nice spot for it. Might have to pour a little concrete slab right here first. Let's get it on. Heat convection. Let's turn on the compressor. And it's up high. They sent it with a couple of 1 kilogram bags of beach chips. So that's what we're gonna start with. We'll use 1 handful and go from there. Now I'm gonna go 2. 1. Oh, that beach smells so good. This is super insulated, so right now it's 50 degrees Celsius in there, and it's cold outside. And the chamber is still cold. It's not warm, so it's insulated good, so the heat from the inside isn't escaping out, which will make it really energy efficient. Just smelling that smoke, that smells so good. Oh. I wish we could cook something in it. Not yet, we will. We just gotta get this burnt off and get it seasoned is the proper terminology I should be using. We don't wanna get it burnt off, we wanna get this chamber seasoned and ready to go. So we're gonna let this do its thing for a few hours and then we'll be able to smoke something in it. That's working. She's definitely smoking nicely now. Curious to see what the chamber looks like inside. Oh yeah. I can't wait to use this thing, get some bacon in there, some chicken. Man, that's gonna be so good. Some cheese. I don't know, let me know, leave it in the comments down below. What should we try smoking in here? We can cold smoke, we can hot smoke, we can dehydrate, we can cook, we can do so many different things in here. So like while we're down here working on the barn, bam, barn's right there. Smoker can be right here, smoking and cooking. We can get a chicken going. I am excited. I just gotta let this do its thing. We wanna season it correctly so when we go to use it, it is good. I'm curious, I want to open this up and see how warm the smoke is coming out of the smoke generator. Not warm at all. You get all the heat coming from there. So yeah, you could smoke as cool as you needed to. We're up to 105 degrees Celsius, goes to 120 max. I was talking to one of the owners over in Romania, and he was saying that they heat up really fast at first, but the closer they get to the final temp, they either shut down first or they slow down. It's not like a regular oven that'll like speed up and get to the oven temp really quick and then shut off, and then it'll go over temperature. These they have them shut off before it gets to the temperature, and then it'll gradually rise to it. So when you're smoking fish, if you get too high of a temperature, the skin will like flake off or curl off because you're cooking it too hot, and they don't want that. They're really big into curing and smoking meats. There's a lot of other countries that are into all of this stuff, and they've been doing it a lot longer than we have in the US. It's almost like lost over here. So they know their stuff. They're very particular on everything, and they make an awesome smoker. So I'm excited to have this, but I'm also excited to be learning different techniques from all around the world using this, because it's a lost art here in the US. Not everywhere else, but here in the US. So it's an art I want to start learning, is curing and smoking meats. And this is the first step. I probably should be working on the barn, but I'm having too much fun playing with this. So sometimes you just gotta take a break, enjoy it, and have fun. So that's what I'm doing right now. If you want to find out more about Drevos International, I'm going to have a link down below to their Instagram, and I'm also going to have a link down below to their website. Go down there, click there, check them out. I am really impressed with the quality of the smoker, how nice it looks, how good it is smoking, how fast it comes up to temp, that it can cold smoke, it can hot smoke, it can dehydrate food. It's got a drain on the inside, it's stainless steel, there's just so many things. I can't wait to start using it. So go on over to Drevos, check them out, send them some love, because I am excited to have this. We're gonna be starting to cook and do some awesome things on the channel with the smoker.